Hi, my name is Nigel Topping. I'm the Chief Innovation Officer at the Carbon Disclosure Project, CDP. Well, I think there are two next steps. The first is to get all the cities disclosing. We had a great job first year, 72%. But I think given that this is a tight collaboration of cities, there's a really good chance of getting all cities disclosing, which would be great. Secondly is getting them all using the same methodology to calculate their emissions. And one of the major findings this year was that there's a lot of variation in the way people are calculating emissions, which means that for whatever reason you're trying to compare emissions, that comparison is not valid unless the baseline has been calculated using the same methodology. So I think those would be the two kind of tidying up things, getting everyone disclosing and all using the same methodology. And from then, I think in a way more interesting is how that rich set of data can start to really inspire learning and innovation, both by seeing what cities in similar circumstances are already doing, so they're kind of copying from best practice. Also, I've spoken to people here from Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires, and there is a certain amount of competition amongst cities, which can be really healthy. So I think cities trying to outdo each other on their journey to a low carbon economy can also be really helpful and healthy, and that this sort of rich data set can really help with that healthy competition as well. Well, there's the big facts about the majority of the world living in cities, about the majority of the world's emissions being caused by activities in cities. But I think when we who are this whole community gathered here are interested in addressing the massive systemic challenge of addressing climate change, probably the most important role for cities is that they are sub-state actors who have the flexibility in different ways in different parts of the world to innovate. And we know that it's proving very, very difficult to get a binding, ambitious enough framework at an international level or even at national levels. So I think in terms of just the way that complex social systems like economies and the way they interact with the environment change, cities could well be the pioneer which charts a path through this very, very complex area, which allows the rest of the world and regulators at different scales to follow the path they've taken and to help us address this challenge much quicker than we'd be able to without cities.